Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemistry session. Here we are discussing about the chapter fiber to fabric. In the earlier sessions we have seen different kinds of fabrics and the fibers from which these fabric are made. There we have seen classification of fibers also like how the fibers are classified in different types, natural and synthetic fibers. Out of natural again two kinds. What are those two? Plant fibers and animal fiber. In that, we have seen how cotton fiber is made from the how cotton fiber is turned into cotton yarn and how cotton yarn is made into fabric. We have seen. Now we are going to see some other types of fibers, just like the cotton. First, let us go through the jute fiber. Have you ever seen gunny bags? Where do you see them? Generally, paddy, chili, and other commercial crops are packed in gunny bags. All bags of this type are made up of coarse jute fabric. See, this is a gunny bag. Generally, this is used for packing materials like paddy, chili. So, in this way, commercial crops are stored in this because it is stronger. This is gunny bag. Okay. These bags are suitable for carrying heavy material like cotton, jute. Okay. Like cotton, jute yarn is also useful in making fabric. From the jute fiber also, fabric can be made. It is also called golden fiber because it is having golden texture and shining. That's why this jute fiber is also called as golden fiber. But jute fiber is not the same as cotton fabric. Cotton fabric we know it will be smooth, it is having smooth texture. But this jute fiber is harder, stronger, and more rough also. That's why these fabric or this fabric made from this jute fiber cannot be used for making these garments. This is mostly used for making bags, jute bags, and this all. So let us see here how this jute yarn is made from jute fiber. Jute fiber is obtained from stem of the jute plant. This is a jute plant. Generally, this jute is cultivated in rainy season. Jute plants are grown about 2.5 to 2.3, 2.5 to 3.5 meters in height. These jute plants bear yellow flowers in 2 to 3 to 4 months after it started. Okay, these jute plants are usually cut at the flowering stage. So when flowers are started, the jute plants are cut. A good quality jute fiber is obtained from these jute plants which are cut at the time of flowering stage. Okay, when they cut in the flowering stage, they give good quality of jute fiber. Okay. So after falling off dry leaves, after cutting down, what happens? Slowly all the dry leaves will fallen off. Then after falling off dry leaves, the stems of dry jute plants are soaked in water for a few days until they start rotting. When the stem is soaked in water, it becomes rotten. Then it becomes easy to peel the fiber from the stem. Then the fibers are separated from the stem to make jute yarn. So these uh, jute fiber are separated from the stem and then they are used for making jute yarn. Once the fiber have been obtained, they are made into yarn by twisting the strands together. So once the fiber is separated from the stem, then these all strands are twisted together to make a jute yarn. This process of making yarn from fiber is called spinning. What is that spinning means? So the collected jute fiber from the jute stems, those strands are twisted together. By twisting together, they are made into yarn. This process of making yarn from the jute fiber by twisting is called spinning. Jute fiber is pale yellow in color and 2 to 3 meters long. Jute fiber is very strong. Jute fiber has a silky structure. See how shiny it is, jute fiber here. So it is having silky texture too. Hence, it is nicknamed as golden fiber. That is why it is called golden fiber. Jute fiber is also called golden fiber because it is having golden yellow color and it is having very much nice shining and silky structure it is having. That's why it is called golden fiber. Jute fiber is used mainly for making gunny bags. Okay, mostly the jute fiber is used for making gunny bags. These gunny bags are generally used for packing these uh, crops like paddy and corn and even cotton, mirchi, and these all stored in these gunny bags. So for making these gunny bags, generally jute fiber is used in large quantity. Not only for that, they are also used for shopping bags, ropes, carpets, curtains, etc. These all are made up of this jute fiber. Jute is 100% biodegradable and recyclable. Means it decomposes when it is buried in the under the layers of the earth. It is completely decomposable. That we call biodegradable. It is 100% biodegradable. No substance, nothing. It is going to be remained. It completely decomposes when it is mixed with the soil, and it can be recyclable also. So it can be recycled also. That's why you say jute is 100% biodegradable and recyclable, and thus it is environment friendly because it won't remain any substances when it is decomposed. It is completely decomposed, and even it can be recycled also. That's why we say this jute fiber is environment friendly, and even it can be an effective substitute for plastic bags. So instead of using these plastic bags, we can use this jute bags to as alternative for those, because we know plastic bags cannot be decomposed. They are not biodegradable. If once the plastic bag is buried under the layers of the earth, it remains as it is even after hundreds of years also. It won't be decomposed. It won't mix with the soil. So in that way, it causes harm to the soil. It causes harm to the environment too. But if you use these jute bags instead of plastic bags, these can be recycled and even they are biodegradable also. That's why we say this jute fiber is environment friendly. It can be used as a substitute for plastic bags. Instead of carrying these plastic bags, we can make use these bags which are made up of this jute fiber for carrying these vegetables and these all tools. Okay, it is used. This jute fiber is also used for making sacks, ropes, handmade clothes, wall hangings, and for making strong packing materials like ropes and these all. Okay, in this way this jute fiber is used in different ways. Now let us see one more fiber, that is wool fiber or woolen fiber. This we can say as animal fiber. Earlier we have seen jute fiber and cotton fiber, which are plant fibers because they are derived from the plants. Cotton is derived from cotton buds, and jute is derived from stem of the jute plants. So those two are derived from the plants and hence they are called plant fibers. Now this woolen fiber or wool fiber is obtained from hair of certain animals. That's why this woolen fiber is called as animal fiber. We get wool from hair of the sheep, goat, rabbit, egg, and camel. From the hair of these animals, this woolen fiber are made. That's why it is called animal fiber. Wool is used for making warm clothes such as sweater, cap, shawls, gloves, and blanket, etc. So these all are actually we can say winter garments which gives warmth to our body. These are all garments which we use in the winter season to protect from the cold atmosphere. These all clothes are made from woolen fiber. So this woolen fiber is derived from the hair of certain animals like sheep, goat, rabbit, yak, and camel. So the fiber or the cloths which are made from this fiber gives warmth to the body. That's why these are made. These are used as winter clothing. Okay. Wool is also used in making carpets and upholstery. Okay, even this wool is also used for making of carpets and upholstery, not only for winter clothes. Okay, we feel very much comfort with these woolen clothes if we wear in winter season, because in winter the climate will be very cool. So if we wear these clothes, they give much warmth to us. Next, one more animal fiber, that is silk fiber. Silk fiber is also one of the animal fibers because it is derived from the silkworms. So we get silk from silkworm. Silk fiber is obtained from the cocoons of the silk moth. Say this is a silkworm. It creates this silk cocoons. From these cocoons, silk fiber is obtained. So the silk moth lives on the leaves of mulberry plants. So generally these silk moths are living on the mulberry leaves. They grow by eating these mulberry leaves, and then they give these cocoons of silk. From these cocoons, silk fiber is obtained. There are four stages in the life cycle of silk moth. They are eggs, larva, pupa, and adult moth. Okay, so at the final stage, it gives silk fiber. Let us see how it is. The larva of the silk moth is called caterpillar. This is caterpillar of silk moth. It secretes a sticky fluid fibrion from its salivary gland. So it releases certain sticky fluid from its mouth. So this sticky fluid forms a long thread. So continuously it releases some sticky fluid from its mouth, this caterpillar. So that sticky fluid converts into long thread. This thread is wrapped around this caterpillar body and forms cocoon. In this way, cocoon is formed. How it is formed? From the uh, cocoon, this caterpillar releases some sticky fluid around it. This sticky fluid on drying, it converts into long thread. This is wrapped around its body so that caterpillar forms cocoon around it. After this stage, the larva becomes a pupa and then turns into an adult moth. Okay, slowly this cocoon converts into larva. Uh, this becomes a pupa and then it turns into adult moth. Silk is from that adult moth, silk fiber is extracted. So the fabric made from this silk fiber are much costlier. Silk is a costly fabric. Silk fiber is used for weaving clothes, especially traditional dresses in India like sari, kurta, shawl, and other wedding clothes. These all are made from silk fabric. The costly fabric are made from silk. Silk had always been prized for its luster and fine quality and fine texture. So silk fibers will be seen very shiny. They have smooth texture, okay, and they have luster too. That's why they're always prized. And even these cloths or fabric made from silk are much costlier too, because of these reasons. Okay, that is about silk fiber. Now let us see some other useful plant fibers other than these cotton and jute. Let us see some more other plant fibers. One of them is coir. Ropes and cordage have been made from coconut fiber since ancient times. From the ancient time itself, these ropes and cordages are being made from cotton fiber. Indian navigators who sailed the seas centuries ago itself, they used cotton, this coconut coir for their ship ropes. For making of these ship ropes, they used this coconut coir in even the centuries back itself. Coconut fiber can be woven into fabric called coir. Okay, coconut fiber is used for making this coir fiber. So this is a coconut fiber. It is obtained from the outer cover of the fruit of the coconut palm. So coconut palm fruits having this coconut fiber on its outer surface. So it is collected from those coconut palm fruits and it is made into fiber. That fiber obtained from this coconut fiber is called coir. Coir is too rough to made into garments. So it cannot be used for making garments just like the jute. This coir is also not suitable for making garments because it is also too rough. That's why it is mainly used for making doormats, carpets, and other flooring material. These all are made with this coconut coir. The white coir, generally, the coir obtained from these dry coconut palm fruits is a brownish color. But a white coir also can obtain. So the white coir harvested from unripe coconuts. It seems a little white. It is used for making finer brushes, strings, rope, and fishing nets. These all are made with this white coir, which is harvested from unripe coconuts. One of the advantages for this coconut coir is the coconut coir fiber is relatively waterproof, means it won't absorb much water, and is one of the few natural fibers which are resistant to damage by salt water. That's why only sailing boat ropes mostly they are made with this coconut coir only, because this is water resistant and it is resistant to damage by salt water. Most of the natural fibers are immediately damaged by this natural fiber, but it is one of the fibers, one of the natural fiber, one of the very few natural fibers which are resistant to salt water. Okay, that's why this coconut coir is also used for making fish nets and sailing boat ropes. These all are made with this. Next one, corn fiber. Corn fiber is a comparatively new innovation in the textile industry. The fabric made from corn fiber is easy to care for, cheap, and very comfortable to wear because it is very smooth. And even this corn fiber is stain resistant and UV resistant also. So they are the advantages with this corn fiber. Okay, and even it is cheaper because it is obtained from the crop cotton crop. One of the actually it is a waste material. It was thought earlier. So it is a new innovation. They have started to use this cotton fiber as fabric. This fabric can be used for several applications such as ready-made apparel, bedding and carpets, etc. These all can be made with this corn fiber. Moreover, the production of this fabric requires the use of less fuel. With the less fuel itself, the fabric can be made from corn fiber, and hence we can say this corn fiber is also one of the environment friendly as well. Okay, it is cheaper and even environment friendly also. It is also completely biodegradable. That's why we say this corn fiber is also environment friendly fiber. One more plant fiber is Flax fiber. Flax fibers are obtained from the stem of the plant and are 2 to 3 times as strong as those of cotton. So this also seems like cotton, flax fiber, but it is much stronger than cotton fiber. This flax fiber is also obtained from stem of the plant, just like the jute plants, jute fiber. Okay, flax fiber is soft, lustrous, and flexible. Bundles of fiber have been appearance of blonde hair. It seems like hair actually. So it is having soft, lustrous, and flexible texture. Okay, but it is much stronger than the cotton. Additionally, flax fibers are naturally smooth and straight. The textile made from flax are known in the Western countries as linen and traditionally used for bed sheets, cloths, ropes, and high quality paper. These all are made from this flax fiber because of its smooth and straightness, smooth texture. This this flax fiber is used for making of bed sheets, cloths, ropes, and high quality paper. These all are made with this flax fiber. Now let us see about another classification of fibers. Other than natural fibers, one more category it is there, that is synthetic fibers. We have studied what are synthetic fibers. The fibers which are prepared from the chemicals in the laboratory instead of being derived from the natural resources. If they are prepared from the chemicals in the laboratory, then they are called synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber is quite strong, wrinkle resistant, and quick drying. So they are the properties and advantages than over the natural fibers. Natural fibers are generally wrinkle and they are not much stronger as synthetic fibers and they won't dry easily. But whereas synthetic fibers are quite stronger than the natural fibers and even they are wrinkle resistant. They won't get folds. Then it is not needed to iron always. Even after every washing, it is need not to iron them. Whereas if you see natural fibers like cotton and silk, these all after washing they get wrinkles. So for wearing next time again, they should be ironed. But whereas these synthetic fibers, they won't get wrinkles. That's why they are called wrinkle resistant. And even these natural fibers, while washing, they absorb more water. The cloths like cotton, jute, and even wool, these all fiber, they absorb more water and they take more time for drying. But whereas the synthetic fiber, they absorb very less water and they dry very quickly. These are the advantages of the synthetic fibers over natural fiber. So these are used in making different materials like cloths, neckties, sails, sweater shawls, carpet, and even blankets. These all are made with this synthetic fiber. They are also used in making boats, skating boards, etc. These are also made from this synthetic fiber. Example for the synthetic fibers are nylon, rayon, polyester, terylene, acrylic. These all will come under synthetic fibers because these are made from the chemicals in the laboratory instead of from the natural resources. So these are called synthetic fibers. But there is one disadvantage with these synthetic fibers. That is, they are non-biodegradable. Means that they won't be decomposed even after few years also. That's why it is not safe to use this long. Okay, this is about synthetic fibers and natural fibers. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates on recorded videos.